Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Olympus has fired a warning shot across Canon's bows. And this is interesting because Olympus is not normally our forefront of technology leader. Now, when I say they fired a warning shot, I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek here. But I think Canon would be smart to see this as yet another indication, another warning that they really need to pick up the pace on their video and their video codecs. Olympus has said in their annual report that they are going to focus on the OMD cameras, they are going to focus on 8K development, and their pro lenses. Now, the significant thing there to Canon, if I was a Canon executive, I'd be like, okay, Olympus is now focusing on 8K video. We already know Panasonic is. They intend on having it available to shoot the, is it the 2020 Olympics, I think? The next Olympics. Panasonic's going to have that available in 8K. So we knew that was coming, but now Olympus is focusing on 8K. And the reason this should serve as a warning shot to Canon is they don't offer 4K even. Never mind 8K, but they don't offer 4K in a lot of their cameras. Brand new 6D Mark II just came out, sadly lacking no 4K. The 90D hopefully will be out soon, and I've got a sneaking suspicion we might not see 4K in it. 5D Mark IV, crippled 4K. I guess the point here is Canon has been doing what they so often do, and that's not give us fully featured, fully packed goodness in their cameras unless you pay top dollar. And that's what they're doing now, is they want you to buy a very expensive video camera, even though they've already trained you to think that the 5D is a great camera to use as a hybrid. Many people loved the 5D3, and even started with the 5D2 for that. So then they give you the 5D4, and you're kind of let down. And then you're like, okay, the 6D Mark II came out, just about a year later or something? No 4K. And yet, Olympus, much smaller company, not the behemoth that Canon is, they're focusing on 8K already. We already know Panasonic is. Nikon will have it out, I'm sure, before Canon does. I'm not sure why Canon seems to be last to the party. Even if you don't shoot video, and many of you don't, and that's fine, why wouldn't you want to have a camera that's competitive? At the very least, even if you've never used it in your camera, it's going to affect your resale, because other people, when you're going to sell it, are going to be like, no, I don't want that camera. It's a great photo camera, but video is more and more and more important these days, and the camera is not competitive on a video basis. So I would really like to see Canon be competitive in this area, not only for my own wants and needs for what I shoot, because I mean, if a 90D comes out with 4K, I think I'm there. I think I'm going to buy one. If the 6D had 4K, the Mark II, I probably would have bought one of those. But they're not giving, I don't think they're being fair to their user base, to be honest with you. And even if, like I said, you're not a video shooter, that doesn't mean, if you drive a car and it doesn't have, you don't like using air conditioning, you do want your car to have air in case there is a really hot day. Or when you go to sell it, you're not going to get good resale because your car has no AC. And so this is a problem. The other thing is, a lot of people haven't even tried video. There's reasons for video in situations where you can just shoot video. And I mean, my God, if you had 8K, you're extracting huge stills. Even in 4K, we have 3860 or something on the long side for stills. It's very handy to be able to extract stills from the video. So what I saw there when I saw that, and I chuckled to myself because some people would think you're reaching there, but no, I think if you're Canon, we've got two companies now hard at 8K video. And I mean, especially Panasonic, they will probably be the first ones to have it out. They're an industry leader in video. And so whether it's the GH6, maybe even an update to the GH5, it seems like we're getting lots of features released down the road by a firmware update. So I think, Canon, at the very least, needs to start getting 4K into every new camera they're bringing out, because they're already behind the 8-ball, and now we've got Panasonic and Olympus focusing on 8K. What do you guys think? I know this always provokes a little bit of back and forth because some people don't think anything about, video, but I mean, how far, if you're a Canon shooter and you're not interested in video, are you willing to let your company that produces your stuff get behind and not be competitive? It's not good for the marketplace. Let's talk about it. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? What did you think when you saw, or if you've just heard now, that Olympus is working on 8K, Panasonic's working on 8K? Do you think Canon should at least be on 4K now? Nikon is. I just like to see them stay competitive. I like Canon. I'm just a little irritated that they're not giving the Canon faithful and the possible Canon new shooters like myself. I mean, I've shot Canon off and on over the years, but I haven't been buying Canon bodies lately because they're lacking in certain things I like and want and need for my needs. 4K is one of them. Looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say. Leave it in the comments below. Let's keep it civil. I don't care at all if you have the polar opposite opinion. Let's just discuss it, but keep it civil. And stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com. Thanks.